kena ambil insurans takaful bang. Kalau apa-apa terjadi nanti, macam mana nak tanggung perbelanjaan budak-budak ni?
Insurans? Takaful?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to begin our event for today. For those who are already on Financial Education Network, FEN, Microsign or Liam Facebook, please stay tuned as we will be starting on in a few minutes' time. We have a very special giveaway for you to win right at the end of this session, so continue to stay with us right until the end. Before we begin, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Kevin and I will be your moderator for today. Do stay with us right until the end of this webinar to find out more on why it is important to have financial protection for yourself and your loved ones, the benefits of life insurance protection, and some guides on how to redeem the latest national initiative by the government, Program Voucher Perlindungan Tenang (PTV), for eligible BPR recipients from the household category, and the 20 lucky winners who will answer 3 simple questions correctly will stand a chance to win a 20 ringgit Touch and Go e-wallet credits right at the end of our session. You can also tag your friends in the comment box, as many as possible, to get them to watch this live session with you. We are indeed privileged to gather here today to share with you a very important topic for all Malaysians, the importance of life insurance protection and Perlindungan Tenang Voucher Program, or Kepentingan Perlindungan Insurans Hayat dan Program Voucher Perlindungan Tenang. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'd like to invite Liam speaker Encik Muhammad Yusof bin Sulaiman, Senior Trainer of Sun Life Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Encik Muhammad Yusof. Hi Encik Muhammad Yusof, how are you today?
Hi, I'm okay, thank you. How are you, Kevin?
I'm good. What are you going to share with us today?
Yeah, today I'm going to share about the importance of protections for everyone, including yourself.
Wow, that's amazing. So for those of you who are watching, stay tuned. Encik Yusof will be sharing with us right now.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good afternoon to everyone. My first question, why protection is important? So for those who are listening to me now, can you please help me to type your comment at the chat box? When I ask about takaful or insurance, what is in your mind? Bila kita bercakap tentang perlindungan keuangan, insurance or takaful, apa yang anda faham? Okay, because why? Insurance or takaful, one of the very important financial instruments when it comes to holistic financial planning. Everyone must have protection plan, whether it's insurance or takaful, it depends on your financial needs. So today I'm going to share with you the importance of protections, and also I'm going to share with you about Perlindungan Tenang voucher program. So again, like what I asked you just now, if I ask a question, what do you understand about insurance, about takaful, or about protection? What you have in your mind? Type at the chat box. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, one of the bigger challenge when we discuss about the importance of insurance or takaful is about perceptions. For your information, when we talk about takaful and insurance within Malaysian, most of Malaysians still got negative perceptions when it comes to insurance or takaful. When approached by financial consultants such as agents or advisors, they tend to say no to insurance or takaful. But when approached by someone to talk about how to make money, tendency people to say yes is very high. That is why when it comes to insurance and takaful penetration rate in our country, it's still not at the level that we want to have. Why? One of the bigger reasons is because of the mindset, because of the perspective of Malaysians toward insurance or towards takaful. Now, let's look at this illustration or scenario. Now, if you look at this box, you might not have interest to know what inside the box. But let's say the box turn to be like this. So your interest to know or your interest to have this box will increase. Now, this scenario is similar to protection plan, similar to the needs of insurance or takaful. People still not understand the importance of financial because they cannot see the benefit of insurance or takaful upfront. That's why if you look at the penetration rate in our country, life insurance and family takaful penetration rate in our country is just around 56.1%. Hanya sekadar 56.1%, and it's still far away from our target penetration rate which is 75%. So ini merupakan kadar penembusan pasaran yang belum memberansangkan because we want to have at least 75%. So again, you need to ask yourself why we need protections, why insurance and takaful is important in our holistic financial planning. So takaful and insurance, again, like what I mentioned at the beginning, is one of the very important financial planning everyone must have. Okay, when we talk about takaful, when we talk about insurance, protection plan is not just for yourself. Bukan sekadar untuk diri kita sendiri, but it is meant for your family. So that if something happen, you can make sure your loved one is protected. Itu merupakan antara kepentingan perlindungan insurans dan takaful. It's not only for yourself, but also for your family. Of course, kematian, kita biasa dengan kematian tidak akan meninggalkan masalah kepada mereka yang telah pergi. Tetapi ingat, kematian mungkin memberikan masalah kepada mereka yang terpaksa meneruskan kehidupan dan ianya akan bertambah teruk sekiranya orang yang meninggal tidak melakukan sebarang perancangan. That's why insurance and takaful play important roles, mempunyai peranan yang sangat besar dalam konteks perancangan keuangan menyeluruh. Ladies and gentlemen, jika anda masih ingat last year, 18 March 2020, tarikh 18 Mac 2020 merupakan hari pertama our country was put under MCO. Kita tak pernah menjangkakan our country, negara kita ni berada di dalam perintah kawalan pergerakan. Kita tak boleh keluar ke mana-mana. We never anticipate this kind of thing will happen. So, when we talk about COVID-19, kesannya bukan sekadar makro but also memberikan kesan yang dekat kepada setiap isi rumah. Okay, let's talk about economic crisis. When economic crisis happen, unemployment, kemudian income reduce, cash flow disrupted dan macam-macam lagi perkara berlaku because of economic crisis. COVID-19 last year. As at June 2020, 800,000 hilang pekerjaan. Ya. Those who working dalam sektor pelancongan, sektor perhotelan affected because of COVID-19. So this is the effect of ataupun impak kesan COVID-19 terhadap economic crisis. Now, number 2. When we talk about health crisis, krisis kesihatan, premature death, permanently disabled, hilang upaya kekal menyeluruh ataupun musibah yang berkaitan dengan penyakit kritikal or resurgence. Okay, this is all about health crisis yang sudah pasti memberi kesan sama ada secara langsung ataupun tak langsung. It's not only for the individu, bukan saja kepada individu, tetapi juga keluarga terdekat akan terkesan. And my question now, what is the worst that could happen? Apa kesan yang paling besar boleh berlaku? Ianya akan menjadi lebih teruk sekiranya economic crisis, krisis ekonomi berlaku secara serentak dengan krisis kesihatan. Ianya akan memberi impak ataupun kesan yang sangat besar kepada diri dan juga keluarga. Now, let's look at this example. Ini antara contoh senario yang berlaku dalam masyarakat kita apabila the breadwinner, pencari pendapatan utama, meninggal dunia. Ya. Mereka yang ditinggalkan terpaksa survive, memikirkan cara untuk meneruskan kehidupan. Ya. Saya masih teringat 10 years ago, saya menyaksikan majlis penyerahan pampasan kepada seorang balu yang baru saja mengalami kematian suami yang meninggal akibat kemalangan jalan raya. Okay. During that moment, bila saat penyerahan cek berkenaan, isteri mengalirkan air mata menangis. Anak kecil berumur 7 tahun yang baru mengenal erti kasih sayang ibu dan ayah diuji dengan kehilangan ayah tercinta. Sudahlah kehilangan tempat bergantung, dihimpit pula dengan kemelut perebutan pusaka. Tak sampai sebulan, suami pergi meninggalkan isteri dan anak-anak. Keluarga sebelah mentua datang menuntut rumah pusaka yang ditinggalkan oleh arwah suami. Bagaikan layang-layang terputus tali, ibarat sudah jatuh ditimpa tangga. Mujurlah dengan adanya pampasan perancangan kewangan yang dibuat oleh suami tercinta. Sekurang-kurangnya isteri dan anak yang baru berusia dalam lingkungan 6-7 tahun boleh meneruskan kehidupan sementara membina semula tapak kehidupan baharu. Ini mungkin merupakan satu cerita dalam masyarakat kita to prove the importance of financial planning and how insurance and takaful can play a vital roles, peranan yang sangat besar. Ladies and gentlemen, now mari kita letakkan diri kita dalam situasi ini. Look at the slide now. Cuba bayangkan anda berada in this ship. Anda berada dalam kapal ini. Now, what is your action if you are in this situation? Bayangkan anda bersama keluarga anda berada dalam kapal ini dan anda dapati kapal ini menunggu masa untuk karam. Again, what is your question? You love your family. You love everyone yang berada di bawah tanggungan anda. So remember, in this situation, your fast action, tindakan pantas anda bukan saja boleh menyelamatkan diri anda, tetapi juga boleh menyelamatkan mereka yang anda sayangi, mereka yang berada di bawah tanggungan anda. Again, your fast action can save your life and also your family. This is to show you, to prove that the importance of financial planning. So, what are the lessons from this scenario? Apa pembelajaran yang saya ingin kongsikan kepada anda? Please prepare your lifeboat. Lifeboat ni ibarat protection, coverage. Prepare your lifeboat and please get it bigger. Dapatkan lifeboat yang besar. Get bigger, stronger lifeboat or coverage to protect not only yourself, but your family. If you already have your existing plan, congratulations. But maybe this is the right time for you to evaluate, to see whether your current protection is enough, not only for yourself, but also for your family. Ladies and gentlemen, again, saya menyuruh kepada anda yang mendengar sesi live pada waktu ini, please take action. Sign up with any protection plan and protect yourself and protect your family. When we talk about insurance, when we talk about takaful, I always mention from the beginning, it is a very important financial instrument in holistic financial planning. It could help you to provide income replacement. It also could help you to create immediate asset. And also, it will help you to prepare an emergency fund for yourself and also for your loved one, for your family. And also, insurance and takaful can help you to create liquid asset. If I ask you a question, let's say Ahmad as example. Sekiranya Ahmad meninggal dunia dan meninggalkan harta yang banyak, apakah jenis harta yang paling pantas boleh diterima oleh waris yang ditinggalkan bagi meneruskan kehidupan? When I said paling pantas, how long is the process to claim or to unfrozen asset? Berapa lama proses yang diperlukan untuk mencairkan pusaka? That's why insurance and takaful can be a complementary, boleh menjadi alat pelengkap dalam konteks perancangan perwarisan. Boleh membantu menyediakan harta mudah cair sementara menantikan harta-harta lain dicairkan. Insurance and takaful could be among the fastest asset yang boleh diterima oleh waris yang ditinggalkan. Ladies and gentlemen, apabila berlaku kematian, perbelanjaan berikut sudah tentu akan muncul dan you need to have a fund to pay those expenses, funeral expenses. Yeah, if your late husband ada kereta, ada rumah, you need to continue to pay those housing installment, car installment, and also you need to have fund to make sure pendidikan anak-anak diteruskan. Banyak cerita berlaku dalam masyarakat kita. Apabila sang ayah meninggal dunia, isteri terpaksa berhijrah pulang ke kampung. Lebih teruk, ada yang terpaksa memberhentikan anak-anak daripada persekolahan kerana tak mampu untuk menanggung persekolahan mereka, dan ada yang terpaksa berharap kepada anak-anak mereka untuk mencari pendapatan bagi meneruskan survival kehidupan. That is why when you talk about insurance and takaful, it's not only for yourself, it's not only for your loved one, but insurance and takaful is for our future generation. Insurans dan takaful boleh memastikan pendidikan anak-anak kita tak terganggu when the breadwinner no more around. Pendidikan mereka boleh diteruskan dengan pampasan yang diterima melalui instrumen insurans ataupun takaful. Ladies and gentlemen, again, let me ask you this question. If you already have your existing financial protection, whether it is an insurance or takaful, ask yourself this question. Do you already have sufficient coverage? How much coverage you have? And is it enough for yourself, for your family, and for your future? Now, let's look at this example. Let's talk about Ali. Ali, 30 years old. Ali berumur 30 tahun. Ya. Married with 2 kids. Sudah berkahwin dengan 2 orang anak. He earn monthly salary 5,000 ringgit a month. A single family breadwinner. So, his wife is full-time housewife. So, Ahmad and his family enjoy comfortable life in the city. So again, remember, Ahmad adalah pencari pendapatan utama kepada keluarganya. Okay. Just imagine if Ali gone, sekiranya berlaku musibah luar jangka yang mungkin menyebabkan hilang upaya kekal menyeluruh, ataupun lebih teruk lagi kalau berlaku kematian. How will Ali's family continue living? Bagaimana isteri dan anak Ali boleh meneruskan kehidupan ketika ketiadaan Ali? Ladies and gentlemen, if something happened to Ali yesterday and today, he is no longer with his family, what will happen? And who will continue to allocate a fund or to prepare, yang menyediakan, yang boleh tampil membantu keluarga Ali menyediakan perbelanjaan berikut? Because like what I mentioned at the beginning, kematian mungkin tidak meninggalkan masalah kepada yang telah pergi, tetapi kepada mereka yang terpaksa meneruskan kehidupan, mungkin berdepan dengan cabaran sekiranya yang pergi tidak melakukan perancangan, tidak meninggalkan apa-apa buat mereka yang tercinta. Okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at Ali again. Ali don't want to burden his family dari sudut keuangan dan juga dari sudut emosi if something happen to him. So because of that, Ali take a very good initiative by participating takaful and or sign up insurance plan, because he know, sebab dia tahu the importance of financial planning. He know and he understand insurance or takaful is very important tools dalam konteks perancangan keuangan menyeluruh. Tambahan pula, dia merupakan breadwinner, isteri tidak bekerja, anak masih kecil. Now, the next question. Ali currently confused or not sure how much coverage he must have or he need to have. The same question I would like to ask to every one of you here. Berapa banyak coverage yang anda perlukan? Bagaimana mengira keperluan perlindungan kewangan buat diri anda dan juga orang-orang yang anda sayangi? Ladies and gentlemen, jawapannya sangat mudah. Okay? You just visit www.mycoverage. You will get all the answer in that website. Now, this website is for you. Provide you all informations you need about protection plan. You can explore the calculator to calculate how much income replacement you need for yourself and for your family. Okay? Jadi, kunjungi laman sesawang ini, anda boleh mendapatkan maklumat untuk dijadikan panduan. Berapakah keperluan perlindungan keuangan yang anda perlukan buat diri dan juga keluarga tercinta? Ladies and gentlemen, now the next I would like to share with you about about perlindungan tenang. Have you heard about perlindungan tenang? Pernah tak anda mendengar tentang perlindungan tenang? Boleh tak typekan dekat ruangan komen di bawah? Any one of you here pernah dengar what is perlindungan tenang? Pernah dengar? Okay. Alright. Now, let me share with you, ladies and gentlemen. Perlindungan tenang merupakan satu inisiatif by the industry to help, untuk membantu Malaysia to at least have a minimum coverage buat diri dan keluarga tercinta. Okay. It is a simple and affordable protection plan for all Malaysia. Simple and affordable. Let me share with you kriteria ataupun ciri-ciri berkenaan dengan perlindungan tenang yang diperkenalkan oleh industri untuk rakyat Malaysia. Pertama sekali, it is affordable. Dengan premium dan sumbangan yang mampu milik, no more reason for you to say no to insurance or takaful. Dengan harga yang mampu milik, sepatutnya tidak ada alasan lagi untuk anda mengatakan tidak kepada insurans maupun takaful. Number 2, it's very simple. You no need to stressful to choose what are the right plan for you and for your family. Very simple. And the third one, it's very easy for you to participate. Sangat mudah. Ya, sangat mudah. You just approach any participating insurer or takaful operator to understand or to ask more and participate this perlindungan tenang. And number 4, when come to claim, perlindungan tenang merupakan pelan perlindungan yang menyediakan, yang meletakkan salah satu objektif is easy to claim. Okay, so again, perlindungan tenang is for all Malaysian. Ladies and gentlemen, berikut merupakan antara insurer and takaful operator yang terlibat dalam program perlindungan tenang. So, if you have or if you want to ask, if you want to know more about perlindungan tenang, ini adalah syarikat takaful ataupun insurer, syarikat insurans yang terlibat. Anda boleh rujuk kepada syarikat-syarikat berkenaan. Okay, now the next I would like to share with you about perlindungan tenang voucher. Have you heard about perlindungan tenang voucher? This is one of the initiative introduced by the government. Just now I share with you about perlindungan tenang. Now this is the initiative by the government, and again this initiative to help Malaysian to have at least a minimum insurance or takaful. Sekurang-kurangnya nak membantu masyarakat ataupun rakyat di negara kita memiliki pelan perlindungan insurans ataupun takaful yang paling minimum sebagai permulaan. Okay. Now, this is an initiative by the government to expand the social protection within B40 group. Okay. A voucher of RM50 is allocated to eligible Bantuan Prihatin Rakyat (BPR) recipient to help them purchase perlindungan tenang product from licensed insurers and takaful operators. Just now I show you a list of insurer and takaful operator yang menyediakan perlindungan tenang. So with this voucher, anda boleh menyertai ataupun membeli perlindungan tenang buat diri demi keluarga tercinta. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to share with you a video how to redeem voucher and purchase perlindungan tenang products. Okay, so let's enjoy this video. Video ni akan berkongsi kepada anda bagaimana cara untuk redeem dan juga membeli ataupun participate perlindungan tenang produk. So let's enjoy the video.
Bagaimana jika sekarang anda mampu memiliki plan insurans dan takaful yang boleh melindungi anda dan keluarga dari segi kewangan apabila kejadian yang tidak diingini seperti kematian, kemalangan atau kerosakan harta benda berlaku? Perlindungan Tenang, satu inisiatif mikroinsurans dan mikrotakaful, dapat menawarkan pelbagai plan insurans dan takaful mampu milik untuk anda. Selain mampu milik, ianya ringkas dan mudah difahami dengan proses tuntutan yang mudah. Memberikan anda ketenangan fikiran bahawa orang tersayang akan menerima sokongan kewangan semasa tempoh pemulihan bagi meneruskan kelangsungan hidup. Selaras dengan usaha kerajaan dalam memperluaskan perlindungan sosial kepada golongan B40. Program Baucer Perlindungan Tenang dilancarkan untuk menawarkan baucer RM50 kepada penerima BPR untuk membeli atau mengambil bahagian dalam mana-mana produk insurans atau takaful perlindungan tenang. Bagaimanakah saya boleh membuat tuntutan baucer perlindungan tenang? Terdapat dua cara untuk menuntut baucer anda. Anda boleh menuntut baucer secara dalam talian atau kunjungi di mana-mana cawangan syarikat insurans atau pengendali takaful atau ejen-ejen dan pengedar perlindungan tenang yang sah. Untuk penuntutan dalam talian, langkah pertama, semak kelayakan anda di myptv.my dengan memasukkan nombor kad pengenalan anda. Sekiranya layak, sistem MyPTV akan menjana satu nombor baucer yang tidak boleh dipindah milik untuk membuat pembelian produk perlindungan tenang. Langkah kedua, sila layari mycoverage.my untuk mengetahui senarai produk-produk perlindungan tenang yang ditawarkan oleh syarikat insurans atau pengendali takaful yang mengambil bahagian. Ingat, teliti dan fahami ciri-ciri dan kriteria kelayakan setiap produk bagi memastikan ianya memenuhi keperluan anda. Langkah ketiga, tekan butang ketahui lebih lanjut bagi membuat pilihan produk pelindungan tenang. Anda boleh dibawa ke laman web syarikat insurans atau pengendali takaful yang dipilih. Syarikat insurans atau pengendali takaful yang anda pilih akan memberikan panduan lanjut tentang cara membeli produk dan menebus baucer pelindungan tenang anda. Mudah, bukan? Jika anda memerlukan pertolongan untuk menyemak kelayakan dan menebus baucer pelindungan tenang, kunjungi cawangan syarikat insurans atau pengendali takaful atau ejen-ejen dan pengedar pelindungan tenang yang sah. Sekiranya anda layak, anda boleh terus membeli dan menebus baucer tersebut di kaunter. Dapatkan produk yang mempamerkan logo pelindungan tenang dari laman web syarikat-syarikat insurans atau pengendali-pengendali takaful atau layari mycoverage.my. Lindungi diri anda dengan produk pelindungan tenang sekarang. Untuk maklumat lanjut, sila layari laman web myptv.my dan mycoverage.my. Program Baucer Pelindungan Tenang adalah inisiatif oleh kerajaan dengan kerjasama Persatuan Insurans Hayat Malaysia, Persatuan Takaful Malaysia dan Persatuan Insurans Am Malaysia.
Alright, so that is about perlindungan tenang. And again, I would like to emphasize here, sepatutnya tidak ada lagi alasan untuk kita mengatakan tidak kepada perlindungan keuangan. Let's have our protection plan berdasarkan keperluan masing-masing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's move to the next topic. I would like to share with you the importance of nomination. Pernah tak dengar berkenaan dengan penamaan? What is nomination? Kalau anda bekerja and you are pencarum KWSP, you might heard about nomination. Kalau anda mempunyai instrumen pelaburan seperti unit amanah, you might heard about nomination. And when we talk about insurance and takaful, anda juga sepatutnya pernah dengar berkaitan dengan penamaan. Now, I would like to share with you the importance of nominations. Now, the first question I would like to ask you, what is nomination? You have your existing insurance or takaful plan. Have you done your nomination? Dah buat penamaan ke belum? Tak pasti? Kenapa tak pasti? You must check. You need to make sure you already nominate someone. Okay? Number 2. When should you make nomination? Bila sepatutnya anda melakukan penamaan? The third question you need to ask. Why is it nomination is important? Kenapa perlu melakukan penamaan? Kalau tak buat penamaan ni, what is the consequences? And the next question, how to make nomination? Macam mana nak buat penamaan ni? And last but not the least, who can you nominate? Let me help you to answer this question. Now, before I answer these questions, let me share with you when a person pass away, apabila berlaku kematian kepada seorang individu, the following are some of the challenges yang mungkin didepani oleh waris yang ditinggalkan. The first one is dispute, perbalahan harta. Number 2, complexity. The third one, time consuming. And the next one is cost. Let's say Ali pass away. Ali meninggal dunia. What does it mean by dispute can happen? Any one of you here confident apabila berlaku kematian, ahli waris tidak akan berebut harta yang ditinggalkan? Raise up your hand. Kalau tak pasti, urut kata. Number 2, in terms of complexity. Apabila Ali meninggal dunia, can you please tell me, di mana isteri Ali boleh merujuk untuk memulakan proses mencairkan pusaka yang ditinggalkan oleh arwah suaminya, iaitu Ali? Di mana? To answer this question, a lot of things we need to check. we need to check how much asset, berapa banyak harta yang ditinggalkan oleh arwah Ali. Apa jenis harta yang ditinggalkan oleh Ali. So it is about complexity. Sudahlah baru diuji kematian suami tercinta. Now isterinya perlu memikirkan bagaimana nak menguruskan harta yang ditinggalkan yang kini sudah menjadi istilah yang sudah diistilahkan sebagai harta beku. Now the third one in terms of time consuming. How long the process to unfrozen asset. I mentioned just now Ali just passed away. Ali meninggal dunia, meninggalkan 30,000 saving account, meninggalkan 30,000 cash in his saving account. Bagaimana nak mencairkan duit ni? Bagaimana nak mengeluarkan duit ini? Kalau isterinya berkunjung ke bank, when bank dapat tahu isterinya Ali telah meninggal dunia, definitely the saving account will be frozen. And the process to unfrozen the asset mungkin makan masa. Bukan sebulan, bukan 3 bulan. And in terms of cost, definitely will incur cost. Sudah tentu akan melibatkan kos untuk mencairkan pusaka. And sementara menantikan harta pusaka dicairkan, my question again, apakah harta cair yang paling pantas yang ada buat isteri yang ditinggalkan boleh gunakan bagi meneruskan survival kehidupan? Because when Ali pass away, isterinya need to continue, kena anak-anak kena sambung belajar, kena makan, kalau ada hutang kenderaan, need to continue to pay all debts yang ditinggalkan oleh arwah suaminya. That's why it's very important to have protection plan. Saya dah kupas banyak tadi tentang protection plan. And when you already participate takaful or purchase any insurance, I want all of you to make sure you already done your nominations. Because why? Kalau dah ada insurans, dah ada takaful tapi tak buat penamaan, objektif mungkin tak tercapai, and your has still ada kemungkinan face all these challenges. Ada kemungkinan mereka masih lagi berdepan dengan cabaran-cabaran yang anda lihat di skrin di hadapan anda sekarang. So ladies and gentlemen, secara ringkasnya, the importance of nominations, ya. Nomination is a process for you to nominate someone to receive the proceed from insurance or takaful apabila orang yang dilindungi meninggal dunia. That is nomination. So let's say Ali participate takaful or sign up or purchase insurance, he can choose to nominate his wife or his children. Number 2, why is it nomination is important? Kenapa perlu melakukan penamaan? To make sure the claim process is easy. Untuk memastikan proses melakukan tuntutan mudah. I mentioned just now, when Ali pass away, proses untuk mencairkan pusaka mungkin makan masa. But if Ali got takaful or insurance and with the proper nomination, proses dia akan lebih mudah. Sementara menantikan pusaka tadi dicairkan, proceed from takaful or insurance mungkin boleh menjadi dana survival sementara, ya, untuk meneruskan kehidupan. And the next one, who can I nominate? Who can you nominate? You can nominate anyone, but you need to make sure you nominate someone yang betul-betul bergantung kepada anda. Yeah, that's why you need to approach any financial consultant or agents to get the right advice on your protection needs. And the next one, when should I make nomination? As fast as you can. When you make a decision to purchase insurance or to sign up any takaful plan, also make sure you complete the nomination serta-merta, supaya objektif anda menyertai plan pelindungan kewangan tercapai at the end of the day. And the next one is how to make nomination. Sangat mudah. if you already have insurance or takaful, you may just refer to your insurance company or takaful operator. Dan berita baiknya pada hari ini, anda boleh melakukan penamaan secara atas talian. Rujuk semula kepada penyedia perlindungan keuangan anda. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is some of the initiative yang telah dilakukan untuk membantu masyarakat cakna tentang the importance of protection. Ya. We continues to educate the society. Kami akan terus membantu masyarakat untuk faham tentang pentingnya menyertai plan perlindungan takaful bukan sahaja untuk diri tetapi untuk keluarga dan juga masa depan. Okay? So with that, I would like to end my sessions with one pantun. Bunga dedap di atas para, anak dusun pasang pelita. Pesanan akhir, penutup bicara, segeralah dapatkan perlindungan keuangan buat diri dan keluarga tercinta. Kita jumpa lagi. Over to you, Kelvin.
Thank you very much, Encik Yusof. Well, of course, I believe most of you guys here who have been listening with us for the past session is definitely something that is enlightening for everybody. So please make sure you get your insurance because it's not just for yourself. Tiap-tiap kali yang semasa kita beli insurance bukan untuk diri kita sendiri kan, untuk keluarga yang tersayang, you know. So make sure you guys get your insurance right now with all the points that he have brought up for you. Alright, so as I've seen, we have some questions from the comment box. Thank you very much once again for those of you who are watching with us live. We have some questions, so if you have any question at all, please just drop in the comment box. We'll be so glad and enlightened to answer your questions. Okay, ada soalan-soalan daripada audience kita. Soalan yang pertama. Okay, so Encik Yusof, we have the first question. I am young and healthy. Do I still need life insurance?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
A very good question,
Very
Kelvin.
bold lah, very bold kind of question.
Yes. Now, when you talk about the needs for insurance or takaful, again, let me just share with you. Different life stages might need for different financial protection plan. Setiap peringkat umur yang berbeza mungkin memerlukan plan perlindungan keuangan yang berbeza-beza. Okay? Tak kiralah anda just finish your study, baru graduate, baru berkahwin, belum ada anak, ataupun you are going going for your retirement. There is still a need for you to sign up with insurance or takaful plan. Just approach your takaful advisor or insurance agent to get the right advice and to get the right financial protection plan for you and for your family.
Okay, so that doesn't mean that you are young and healthy. Insurance is not just for those if you think for old and for the weak.
And one more thing, Kelvin.
Yes.
When you sign up insurance or takaful during your young age, you will enjoy more benefit.
So you're young, that's why you must get the insurance so that you get more benefits, right?
Exactly.
So I hope that answer your question. Soalan yang pertama yang I am young and healthy, do I still need life insurance? Yes, because the younger you get, the better it is, right? Okay. So ada juga soalan-soalan yang, okay, the next question that we have. Thank you very much for commenting. For those of you who still have questions, please drop in the comment box. I'm currently covered by my employer. Do I still need life insurance? Okay.
That is a very good question, and also that is a common question by our Malaysians. Now, it's good for you currently enjoy a benefit or protection provided by your company, but it is on temporary basis. As long as you're working with the company, you will enjoy those benefits. But if you're no longer working with the company, manfaat pun dah tak ada. So instead of depends on your company to plan for your protection, why don't you take extra initiative, plan for yourself, for your family, and for your future. You control your protection plan.
So you don't just rely on your company, but rely on yourself, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you very much. That was the second questions. Ada juga soalan. But there's a few questions. So thank you very much for all the questions coming out in the comment box. I've seen so many questions. So thank you very much for commenting. We're going to take another 2 more questions. Okay, I'm eligible BPR recipient, household category. How do I redeem my Perlindungan Tenang voucher and what product suits me? Wow, okay.
Okay. about the perlindungan tenang product and also the voucher that what I explained just now. There are two methods that you can use to use the voucher. Now the first one, you can just purchase or sign up via online. You just go to My Coverage, www.mycoverage, and then there will be a guide to guide you how to redeem the voucher of perlindungan tenang.
Okay.
Okay. And method number two, you can just go directly to the insurer or takaful operator who participate in this perlindungan tenang scheme. Just go directly to them, go over the counter, and you can ask them directly.
Oh.
As simple as that.
I see.
Okay, and I think got another question. What are the product suit?
Yes.
Okay, also very simple. You can just approach those insurer or takaful operator. I believe they will guide you to choose what are the right plan for you.
Okay, so it's not that difficult, bukan susah sangat. Just go over the counter, ask, and yeah, it's supposed to be very simple for you guys. So don't worry about it. Go to the counter, ask direct, kan? Just direct je, okay? Alright, so thank you very much. That was the third question that we have. We're going to take one more question. As I can see, there's quite a number of questions coming in. Thank you very much for dropping in all your comments. Don't worry. For those of you who have your questions, please comment in the comment box. Alright, we're going to take one more question, and if you have any more questions, don't worry, we'll reply you. We'll try our best to reply you in the comment box as well, okay? Okay, question number 4. What happened if I do not nominate anyone on my policy? Okay. So macam tadi Encik Yusof cakap, if you do not nominate, there will be some arguments, there's going to be some discussion. So yes, Encik Yusof, what happens if you do not have a nominee on your policy?
Okay, my first response, when you already purchase insurance or participate with any takaful plan, is good. Congratulations, because you already make the right decisions for yourself and for your family. But if you not complete the nomination, it's like that you give Anda memberikan harapan palsu.
Oh, macam separuh jalan je
Because
kan?
we worry that without nomination, the process to claim the proceed will take will take long time, and akan ada banyak proses yang mungkin perlu dilalui. Sedangkan our objective, our intentions to purchase insurance or participate takaful is to provide immediate fund if something happen to yourself.
I see.
I hope answer the questions.
Yep. I believe that would be the main point. The reason why you put the nominee in is so that you can get direct funds, right, into those who need it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Stay safe and take care. Remember, life is precious and life insurance bukan extra. Indeed, it is a necessity. So protect yourself, your loved ones today. Thank you very much. We have Encik Yusof here with us. Thank you so much for joining us. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching us live. Take care. Stay safe. Goodbye.